Thanks for joining me. My name is Dave Milner. I am the Unpleasant Blind Guy. Memorial Day tributes are always special, and it is even more poignant when such are given from people in other countries. This, from people who do not even live in the United States of America, acknowledges the fact that they gave their lives not only for their own country, but often for the peace, stability, and freedom of the rest of the world. What you're about to hear is a segment from a show by Kel Fritzy, the Red Fox blogger, podcast on Friday, May the 23rd. We offer this tribute to the American war dead. From Kel Fritzy of Canada, from Tim Burton of the United Kingdom, and from Dave Milner of the United States of America. 3 people from 3 countries, 3 hearts, saying to American war dead, thank you.
There is something we have to do, and that is acknowledge a holiday that our American friends are celebrating. And ladies and gentlemen, for our American cousins, we wish you nothing more than a beautiful, happy Memorial Day long weekend. Please behave yourselves out there and have fun and acknowledge the holiday and what it means, because Memorial Day, that was originally called Decoration Day, and it was first proclaimed by General John Logan. He was the commander-in-chief of the Grand Army of the Republic Gar on May 5th of 1868, and it was first observed on May 30th of the same year. May 30th was chosen in part because it was not the anniversary of a Civil War battle and because flowers would likely be in bloom all over the United States. General Logan hoped that remembrance of those soldiers who had died during the recently ended Civil War could help bring all Americans back together. On the first observation of Decoration Day, flowers were placed on the graves of all Civil War dead, both Union and Confederate, in Arlington National Cemetery. Placing flowers or flags on other soldiers' graves has been a Memorial Day tradition ever since. In 1873, New York became the first state to officially recognize Decoration Day. Other northern states followed suit, so that by 1890, they all recognized the holiday. Some southern states had created their own holidays to remember the Confederate fallen and didn't recognize Decoration Day. After World War I, Decoration Day, which was increasingly being called Memorial Day, became a time to honor all American soldiers who died in service to the people of the United States. With this shift away from the Civil War, southern states began to officially recognize Memorial Day, although some retained and still do their own Civil War remembrance days. Memorial Day became a federal holiday when Congress passed the National Holiday Act of 1971, which also moved the holiday from May 30th to the last Monday in May, ensuring a 3-day weekend for federal employees. The National Holiday Act also established the name of the holiday as Memorial Day. The 2 most common ways in which Memorial Day is observed are parades and placing flowers or flags on the graves of fallen soldiers. In fact, the soldiers of the 3rd U.S. Infantry have, since the date of in the 1950s, they have placed small U.S. flags on over 250,000 graves in Arlington National Cemetery on Thursday before Memorial Day. In May of 2000, President Bill Clinton signed a resolution calling for a national moment of remembrance on Memorial Day. The resolution urges all Americans to pause for 1 minute at 3 p.m. local time on Memorial Day to remember and reflect on the sacrifices made by so many to provide freedom for all. Over the last decade, as more soldiers have given their time, their skills, and their lives overseas, the spirit and meaning of Memorial Day have taken on a greater significance to many Americans. And this is a message to our cousins, and this is coming from you, from Tim and myself, and of course, Agador, who is joining us tonight in the program in Agador as an American. You must feel quite prideful that you have such a wonderful holiday.
I do, Gil, I do. I would say to people, before you go out and light up those grills and gather together with your family and friends and just enjoy the wonderful weekend here in a country that, believe it or not, for the most part is still free. Remember the people who gave everything they had to make sure that you could do all of that in a land where you can still speak and assemble and put something in a blog or in a newspaper or act in your own defense or arm yourself. These people were sons, fathers, cousins, brothers, uncles, and they were people who were just living ordinary lives until their country called them and said that they needed them, and then they gave everything that they had. And you live free today because at one time they gave everything they had. Back to you, Kel.
And with that, for our American family, this is for you. This is I Am American by Jeremy Dodge, and I want to thank Agador for helping me pick out this song.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Don't label us left or right. I'm American. Not looking for a war, but we came to fight. I'm American. Somebody's gotta stand up. Stand up. Somebody's gotta do what's right. We're rising 'cause we're